It's just a standard kind of like this right here, just a black PEI PEI sheet. I don't know where my, oh, it's over here. These guys right here. It's a little bit thicker than normal, kind of KB 3D sheets, but yeah, works pretty good. And fun fact, you can use, oh yeah, this is actually a bamboo plate, but I'm using this on my Trident. Generally, if you're printing something like ABS, you want to use a thicker plate. You can't just use a standard plate because it might warp. The thicker the plate, the stronger the magnet. We'll be able to hold on to it. Oh, and okay, here we go. Aha, I had an issue. I was using the stock profile that was sent to me, and it just did not turn out well. I don't know why, but I had to cancel it. And now I have a first layer of maker chips that I've been trying to get off. So I'm gonna have to like print something over these. But this is what the, this is the chameleon version of PEO. It does not look like this when you print it. I was hoping it would, but it doesn't. It just looks really cool in the bed. So it's the same exact thing as the others, same triangle effect. Giant test disc. Yeah, it's called a cube that you scale up. That's what I usually do. But I'll just have to do that. Yeah, this is pretty cool. It looks cool in the printer when you print. And of course it comes off, let's see. Oops. It looks like this. So it's very subtle depending on what colors you use. But you can see it there. Has a little effect. It looks really cool in person. You can really see, if I hold it like this maybe. Yeah, hard to get the right angle to show you. Well, you can kind of see it like in the reflection there. It's pretty cool. It's very subtle, and that's why I like it. It's not super invasive like those like RGB looking ones, but it adds a little bit of texture, and it's smooth. It's completely flat. I love these things. So thank you to K2 Kevin for designing these things or coming up with the idea and then perfecting them. There's new decorations, as they're called, coming out. So keep an eye out for those if you're looking to spice up your maker chip. If you don't have a maker chip yet, then make one. Seriously, make one. What's stopping you? All right, one more thing while we have this view. I was in need for a slightly larger carry-on, and I'm pretty particular when it comes to carry-ons. When I saw this, I stopped everything and I got it. Are you ready? It is a like iridescent galaxy sparkle blue purple. It is beautiful. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it, but it shifts from like blue to purple. It is really cool. It's perfect. Galaxy blue, yeah. it's so cool. So I kind of had to get that. Kind of see it's like kind of purple. But this will be nice because this is the maximum largest size that I can bring with me. It does expand too, so I can really fill it out. It has a handle here with bumpers to lay it down. And then it has a very nice top handle, kind of a cool feeling handle. It'll be good. Also has a pass-through for USB, but $100 for one of these. And they do have some ones that are cheaper too. I just happen to get a very cool looking one. Because why not, right? I'll be bringing that right to my event. It's gonna be kind of on display. Maybe one of these days I'll build a printer in it. Use K2 Kevin's print profile. Oh yeah, for the maker chips, yeah, definitely use Kevin's print profile. It works well. In fact, you should probably save that as a I should probably save mine as a preset, shouldn't I? So I can just load maker chip. Smart. But yeah, you don't need 0.1 for maker chips. Just kind of works. Want to get a Pelican Air and slap some stickers? Yeah. My MacBook, I bought a shell for it so I could put stickers on the outside. Like, don't actually put stickers on your laptop. Apparently you can get shells for them and you can just put the shell on and then put stickers on it. You could line the inside with Velcro. Yeah, I could. Good idea. The shells are nice. I was thinking it'd be cool to just get a generic shell, like a clear one, for every event. So you go around collecting stickers for your laptop at every event, and you have this pile of useless shells that have stickers on it. All right, it is time for the Polymaker draw. So if you didn't get in, you didn't get in. And then we'll work on assembling one of these speakers. You can hang them on the wall. Yeah, you could. You could turn them to a cooler. You can do something with them. But that'd be a fun project. Maybe like a, like a printable thing. Little printable holder that goes on your laptop. Maybe like a generic thing that you can have on the event and then easily just take out. It's a good idea. And oh, we have a Mayhem raid. All right, we can hold off for 1 second. Mayhem, how are you doing today? I believe it is your streaming anniversary. If so, congratulations and nice to see you. Everyone go give him a follow. And we're about to close the Polymaker draw, so if you haven't gotten in yet, you have a couple minutes. So how are you doing today? If you're just tuning in for the first time, my name is Austin, aka Zombie Hedgehog, and I build 3D printers and 3D printed projects. That summarizes it. And shenanigans blow stuff up. It was funny, I was sitting by I made a fire today and I was sitting outside watching you. I'm like, what is this guy doing? It's like, I don't even know what you were doing. I'm just like watching you mess around with gas and flames and electricity and oh boy. Hey Jedi Spidey. Isn't that the coolest emote? I absolutely just love how it turned out. Completely unplanned for. I just put it in the generator and it made that. Missed notification. Yeah, we started a little bit late today. I had a concert that I was watching a repeat live stream of. Sound like your 3D printer anonymous introduction. I mean, just saying. Looks awesome. Big. I know a lot of emotes do. They do. Ooh, I'm finally printing a Lantern Lore skull. This is the new one. I forget is it a panther skull? Something like that? Is it? Yeah, panther skull. I'm printing that right now. I think it's at 80% because it wouldn't fit on the Prusa. But that's going in a really interesting color from Polymaker. So let's close out this giveaway and get some hype in chat. I am printing with the is it limestone? Is this limestone? What is this? I don't want to get it wrong. Yeah, marble limestone. I don't think I've owned this filament yet, or I didn't remember what color it was. So it's a Polyterra, and it's kind of a gray, but with speckles. It's not really, it's like a really light, it's like a dirty rag color, like an old rag. It's kind of what it reminds me of, but it looks really good. That would be a good color to make that Gazaladra bowl thing, wouldn't it? All right, good luck everyone. The winner of today's Spool of Polymaker filament, up to a $35 value, available globally wherever they can ship, is Humbler John. Humbler John, congratulations. You've won yourself some filament. You can get yourself some limestone or some wine red PLA. You can print your own speaker. Print one speaker with a spool of filament. There. Let's go. I can't do it. Let's go. Family friendly. That's a cool emote blown up too. But congratulations. Please send me a message on Discord saying that you want a spool of filament on 6/15. Had to think about it. 6/15. There we go. Awesome. You know what, Ash Prince? Ash, you need a maker chip. That's what you need. And you already messed with SVGs. You can make yourself a really cool SVG. Not super detailed, but like, you know, reasonably detailed. If you see some of the maker chips people are making, like you've seen mine, right? That's pretty detailed. But you gotta make sure your line width is no smaller than 0.4, just to make sure it prints really well. Ah, you're welcome, Humbler John. I'm very happy that, you know, I'm able to give away some filament. Gotta see how you do them. Yeah, Kevin, you gotta watch one of Kevin's streams. He's the expert. Ooh, pancakes. I want pancakes. All right, I think let's do my daily look around and make sure I got nothing else to show off. Oh, all right. Well, I got a bunch of you. I'm gonna mention this one more time because my stream, my rules. Yeah, this is the panther skull right here, and it looks pretty cool. Like, can you imagine this is a 3D printable file? And yeah, that color is almost perfect for that. It's crazy. The limestone, it's like the perfect color, right? If you haven't seen Lantern Lord's work, they have so many cool things. Oh, they have a is that like a Cubone skull? Cool. They have a lot of stuff that I have no idea what they are, but they have a couple of skulls. Yeah, the chameleon. The chameleon looks really good. You can print a Dick. This thing looks absolutely horrific. Very scary. There's some bowls here. Enjoying twins, like these are some intense things. And of course, the chalupa. Where's my chalupa? Where'd it go? It's around here somewhere. But these koozies are very fun too. Yeah, I'll just link you the entire set. And I gotta print one of these seahorses too, one of these days. I tried it, and too many supports, didn't really work out well. So I'll try it out like bigger, maybe that'll help out. Not sure. But I have this model right here. This is Screwfinity. How do I get to... I still don't understand how the collections work. There we go. So Screwfinity. Screwfinity is my organizer system. I'll send you the link for it. And I have been really, really excited to work on these. It's a lot of fun, and it's definitely pushing my on-shape skills to the absolute limit, because it's all parametric, but it's not perfectly parametric. Some of the things I still have to do some slight tweaking with. Oh, you printed the 2x3? Awesome. If you want, it would be helpful to post a make of it. This is Liz's make. Look at that. You can put K2 Kevin's Gridfinity bamboo tools right on top. Then you can put your K2 clips in one drawer, your screwed up filament clips in the other. Maybe some random tools. Yeah, pretty useful. Divider bin is available for that one too. They stack perfectly. And you can put text, inserts. Very, very simple. How tall is each drawer? around 40 millimeters. So the large is 40, medium is 30, and small is 20. I should probably mention that somewhere. But that's what it ended up being for no specific reason. When I made the mediums, it was a really weird model. I'll get to that in a second. So if you can, please give this model a download, a like, and add it to a collection. Add it to one of your collections. And that would help me out quite a bit. You thought of a use case? Awesome. Awesome, awesome. So the medium, I don't know how I came up with this size. It might be this, you know what? Is this the screw unit size? I think it's the same height as screw unit. Wherever the heck that is. That we're here. Maybe, let me see. I don't remember, it's been a while. Let's see, is it this one? Are these? What size are these? I don't even know what size anything is anymore. Oh yeah, here we go. So I have my, yeah, that's what happened. So I really liked K2 Kevin's height for his models. So I made mine the same height for the medium. That's where that came in play. And then when I was making it, I was kind of intended to make a lot of sizes, right? This is parametric, we can make it anything. So I called this the medium version. And it was very popular. It just hit 4,000 downloads. Wow, 4,000 downloads. A lot of people are making it. A lot of people are posting really cool makes of them. If you haven't posted your make yet, I'd love to see them. But I'm seeing all kinds of people use them. Like someone will send me a picture and it's like this whole entire, they printed off like hundreds of them, hundreds of bins. It's amazing. So the medium is super useful for most generic screws. That's what I like. The width is around, again, like 40 millimeters or so, give or take. And then we also have a lot of comments. Hey, look, talk about a video downloader here. Ooh, Pinterest download online. Thank you for that. I'd love to check that out. I then made the small units because, you know, you just need a small unit sometimes, where the medium was just kind of too big and you want a density more than anything. That's pretty useful. For, you know, that collection of screws you have like 5 of, there you go, that's perfect. So I was able to make a couple of these, and hey look, Black Rose made some of those as well. It's weird, you can't see the text. Made, oh, you love how the black and blue complement each other. Yeah, I've seen some really cool color schemes with this. They chose the same one I did. Heat inserts, yep, heat inserts, definitely great use. I still have my heat inserts in the original screw unit. And then I also made the medium wide. This is a special version where it's double the width. So you can stack, you know, one of these takes up 2 versions. Yeah, nozzles, yeah, that's perfect for 3D printing. This giant, this like catch-all I have on top of here would be great for all this stuff. Little USB things, my little tool right here for chamfering, like all that can just be put into those little bins. The medium bins, I'm not really sure what you'd use them for, but if you have a lot of screws, like 200 screws, and you just need a lot of space to put them, this is perfect for that. Epic Man, thank you for the lurk. Print a color-coded one so you can sort your bamboo printer poop. You could. Oh, excuse me. You could. And then last but not least, the latest and greatest, we have large, which is just larger. I like how this one, it has a really nice divider bin. Pretty cool. Someone's made divider bins for the other units, I think. If you type in Screwfinity, Flagfinity, it's a popular search, you get to see everything. Oh, Fresh Brew Design actually made a really cool model. I've showed this off before, but it's a regular, you can use a regular Gridfinity on top. It's like an adapter plate. Yeah, here's the scooped version for medium if you want that. I'll probably make one and upload it eventually. Yeah, pretty cool. I like everything. I like all the things. Good job, Black Rose, making some dividers for the large, which, yeah, pretty cool too. Like I said, you can customize these in any way, matter, go crazy. Originally, before I had different sizes, people stretched them to make them work, and it works, technically. And then the one thing that I haven't uploaded it yet because it's a weird one and it's hidden, is the For You. Hey, Ozzy. So the thing about the For You, or any unit width, is how deep it goes. You can go infinite, right? You can go just like crazy long. You can store screwdrivers in them, but I don't have them uploaded yet. So if there's a size that you'd like, if you want to store your precision drivers, you'd probably want to get a 4U, or maybe a 5U. U is the units deep. So yeah, you could probably fit like a lot of your precision drivers in a 4U, which I have down in my bin. It's a pretty cool little model. But I have so many bins because I actually test the models that I make, and I make a lot of models. Which is best, Bamboo Lab or Orca Slicer for A1? Ooh, that's a great question. I use both. In fact, I use Bamboo Studio more for my bamboos, mainly because most people who run bamboos also use Bamboo Studio. But Orca has some different features that you don't get with the with Bamboo Studio, including the very good calibration tools. So what I would do is use them both, right? Make a similar profile for both Orca Slicer. If you're looking for a profile, maybe that's what I should do. I currently only have a Bamboo Studio profile. Does that work in Orca? I haven't tried it. Can you import my zombie-tuned profiles into Orca for Bamboo? Not sure. Thank you for letting me test your designs. If you come across designs, when you try them, you realize that you're missing bits. Yeah. If anyone's ever interested, you'll have to message me a few times, but yeah, feel free to test print any of my models. If you want the Flagfinity early, feel free to. Oh, feel free to test my own designs. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. It takes many iterations. You don't just design something and post it. You could actually test it, especially functional stuff. But if anyone wants to test that, I'd be more than willing to have you try it out, give me some feedback on it. Learning Bamboo soon, use Orca for Neptune 4. Yeah, they're very similar, almost the same. Many people do, yeah. Many. I don't really care too much, but I will say, if you're posting a model and it's just a render, you haven't even printed your own model, I don't want to download that as much as someone who's actually printed a model and posted a picture of it. You can post a render, but also post a picture of the model, what it looks like, because people generally want to print the models that are posted to 3D printing sites. Anyway, deposition sound. So they were here earlier. This is the first kit number, we'll call it 0. I like 0. That's kit number 1. Hey, Papa Berry Z, long time no see. How are you doing? Renders are meh? Absolutely. Print your own models. If they're not printable, then why are you releasing them? Unless, you know, you're designing a model and you don't have a printer or working, have someone else print it. There's plenty of people that want to print things. Come on. Under construction, yes. This is the code that you would scan to get the assembly manual, but I agreed to get this early. Well, I paid for this, I bought it, and they sent it really quick with the idea that I would bring it to Murph. So, your mileage may vary, your exposure may vary. I don't know why this always, the stupid exposure things. All right. It comes with, wow, a lot of foam. Or, yeah, I'm gonna reuse this to repack the speakers probably. That's a lot of bubble wrap. Ooh, if my team is still here. Yeah, Liz, can you remind me to get packing materials this week? Add that to my list of things to do. I need to get some packing things. Flyer than Rocky, but just as fun. Oh, absolutely. We're gonna have a blast. So in the box here, you get some speaker wire. You do have to crimp your own wires, but they do have the connectors in the box. You have to provide your own crimper. So I'll probably do those all off stream. Oh, this is both packing material and this is your foam for the speakers. So you stuff this in the cabinets and that should help kind of dampen things like highs, I think. I'm not sure what the speakers do, but it helps with sound quality. Ooh, this is the big money right here. This is the custom, very custom crossover. So the way the speakers work, this is a two-way speaker. You have your main tweeter, or sorry, you have your main driver, woofer, and then you have a tweeter. But you can't just send the same signal to both. So what you do is you make a crossover. The crossover splits up the high frequencies and the low frequencies. So it filters out the low frequencies and sends that to the tweeter. And then it also filters out the high frequencies and sends that to the bigger woofer. So that way each driver is very comfortable driving, or it's comfortable creating whatever you send to it. Because if you try to send a really high frequency noise to a big woofer, that doesn't end up well. If you try to send a very deep bass response to a tweeter, that doesn't work out either. So this is a custom designed crossover board with very high quality components, very high quality capacitors, audiophile caps, on a very custom PCB by MTG Designs. This is cool because the speaker, the board is shaped like the logo. Kinda. The board is actually shaped like the inside of the speaker. So there's not much room in here to put your electronics. So what they've done is they made it perfectly sized for the back there. Wow, that is awesome. I love that. I love that a lot. So that's how that goes. But you might be asking, how does it screw in? Well, this is a 5-way binding post, okay? Hey, Robert, how's it going? That's a really good red. Yeah, that's wine red from Polymaker to PLA. It's blown out a little bit on camera, but looks pretty good. So in order to attach these, we're gonna use the binding posts. This is kind of amazing. So they have a nut here. I have to figure this out for the first time because there is no manual. I am the manual. But I'm gonna assemble them like the other one that I've already built. I have the FDM5s over there, and I love those so much. So here is the binding post, a standard 5-way binding post. And we're gonna figure out which side of those 2 circles is plus, and it looks like it's the one over on this side. So on the back there's 2 holes, and I'm gonna slide this one through, if it can. I might need to take this out first and make sure that these go in. I think I actually screwed it in last time. Like, it's a very tight tolerance, very, very tight, which is fine because it's structural, but maybe a little too tight. Let's see. But this is going to act as a mount for the board. So you'll end up sticking this through like that and then screwing down onto it. So no additional wires required, just goes straight to the board. But I think these holes are a little bit too small. It's like a hair too small. Yeah. A little bit too small. You need like a 3mm reamer. How much are these kits? So, they are, I think, just under 200 for this kit right here. You bring your own filament, print your own speakers. And then the FDM5s and the Geos are both 220. And on top of that, you save 10% by using my promo code. So it's not an affiliate link, but it is a promo code. Make sure to use it if you buy the speakers. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. And I can forward questions, or you can reach out to Deposition directly. They're pretty cool people. Only met them briefly, because I was kind of expecting to build these things, but I didn't really know much about them or when I would. But I decided one day, you know what, we're going to do it. We're going to just get her done. And we did. I wonder if I can bang these in. Yeah. I think that might have helped out a little. So I'd have to like screw these in. Do they have wireless headphones? No. No, they don't. So I can continue to screw this in. I do have some edamames, but I don't use them much because they're wired. And I walk around too much to use wireless headphones. So when I saw that there are speakers that I can make, I jumped right on it. I love speakers, but you know, making your own, oh my God, that's way too tight. Making your own is so much cooler. So if these things right here sound anything near the other speaker that I just built, I'm expecting it to be less bassy. But if it sounds anything near how good those other ones sound, I will be super happy. The cool thing about these speakers, even though they're small, it has a very long port. So all in here is a big maze of a channel that the air is ported through. And that means you still should get a pretty deep bass response, even for a 4-inch set of speakers. And this is not something that you can just like carve out of wood. You can't just machine this. You might be able to injection mold it, maybe, but not really, because of the intricacies of the design. So the way I see it, the only way to make a speaker like this is to 3D print it. Exactly. So pretty damn cool. Do the same thing like that for the other one. They print theirs at a PETG, so I'm kind of wondering if there's a different tolerance there, or just, you know, there's something going on with the, you know, I didn't use their profile, I used my own. I think 10% infill for this one with 4 walls, which is still pretty damn heavy. You don't need a lot for this design because the actual geometry of the speaker doesn't really matter as much what you know, how much you print. The top though, I did this at the recommended 20% infill with 6 walls. You know, why not? Might as well. Again, I don't think it's completely necessary, but you could probably optimize it. I haven't tested the full filament usage, but you could probably get away with 1 spool of filament per speaker. TPU feet, no, it comes with little sticky feet. They're much better than TPU feet. And they grip almost too well. Let's get this started. Just twist it. Using the actual speaker itself as a lever. Yeah, so it comes with feet, and they have little areas to put pads. Thank you, Liz. Use code Zombie Hedgehog Rocks if you want to pick up one of these. Let me know. You could be the second person. I don't know if anyone else has ordered them yet, but the second person to kind of pre-order the FDM4s. And I should have just like drilled out this hole or something. Because it doesn't matter. You can just, they can be loose. It doesn't have to be that tight. I'll give them some feedback. But the files are available on Thangs if you want to check those out. Oh, yeah, I could post this as a make on Thangs. That's right. Cool. Use my 0% off code for an A1 Mini. Awesome. What'd you say the significance of a long port is? Look up transmission line speaker. Now, I'm no expert at audio, what do you call it? Audio engineering. But I have done a lot with amplifiers. Ah, man, I am an electrical engineer. Doesn't mean I can screw in a screw easily. I might have to just break out the pliers. But yeah, it improves the bass response via magic. Magic. I've been saying that recently. It's just magic. And that explains 3D printing very easily. Electronics tech, yeah. Yeah, it is something weird with the bass. It essentially turns it into a much bigger speaker, if you think about it that way. Even though it's a tiny speaker, because it has that long port inside, it makes it act like a bigger speaker. So you're getting really the most out of that 4-inch driver. I kind of see a 5-inch version of this too. I mean, there's so many things you could do, but a 5-inch would be cool. Tune port allows for specific frequencies to appear to have a larger volume. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that makes sense. So, you know, low frequencies, right? You can have your low end kick harder. So now we have those slots. We have them sticking up here. I'm gonna insert I probably should do the wiring first, but I'm just gonna test fit this. Do they have a response graph? I don't think they do quite yet. I can tell you that the regular FTM5s are a little bit warm, but they're super, super clear and they have great imaging. But I'm not an audio expert, so your mileage may vary. That goes like that. Then you'd screw it in. But before you do that, you will need to plug in your cables for the drivers. So let's look at that next. Put this aside. That's about as far as we're gonna get with the electronics today. But we do have some party kits. We have some screws. There are some heat sets. I'm not sure what that's for yet. Ooh, are those the tweeters? Well, here is the driver, Dayton Audio for these. It looks like it's just a driver in here. This is fine. Oh, wow. Go. So that is the driver. I love Dayton Audio stuff, so that's pretty cool. 8-ohm speaker, very heavy magnet. Very, very heavy. So that is gonna slide into here, like this. Is there already foam? Yeah, there's already foam pre-applied, little sealing gasket. So that would screw in like this. And then, how does this screw on? Oh, okay. It snaps in. Gotcha. Okay, that's how that works. That snaps in. That'll be the ring. On the top here, we have our tweeters. Yeah, big magnet, of course. You can use a very inexpensive driver, but Deposition has taken the time to tune their cabinet and the crossover to make this thing sound a lot more expensive than what it is. And that's kind of the secret for expensive speakers, is that they're just tuned really well. Oh, interesting. I don't quite know. I don't know how this works yet. But is it, oh, wait a minute. Is it wait, what? What the heck? I am unsure of how that goes together. Unsure. Unknown territory. I'll have to ask on that one. It's a waveguide. Yeah, but how does it attach? Does it glue? Does it glue it in place? Can't screw it. Doesn't snap, it just kind of sits there. But it's clearly meant to go like that. So maybe glue? Hot glue? I don't know. We'll have to see. So I think that's gonna look pretty good. The front of the speaker will look kind of like, drop that in, kind of like that. What do you think? That's pretty sick. Yeah? I dig it. Looks even better with the black driver in the middle. Anything else in here? I think that's it. Everything's mirrored, so there's two of them. There's heat sets and some screws for the drivers. I'm sure the heat sets go right into the front here. That's it. So in terms of building, this is quite a bit easier than the FDM5s. So if you are kind of between this and the 5s, the Geos, this is probably the best place to start off. You like the red? Really? I'm glad. I was between a bunch of colors and I was kind of unsure about the red. You know, it's very bold. It's very vibrant, but it's bold and vibrant. So there you go. Yeah, those are the Geos assembly. So did the Geos have a similar tweeter setup? Take a look. Go big, go Hot Wheels, like your kids say. Let's see. Yeah, these ones, they just snap in from the back. Yeah, so they just go in like that. These ones are different. But, you know, you can see them being stuffed. These ones actually are a little bit more difficult because you screw on the standoffs first, and then you glue the whole thing together. Yeah, there is no FDM4 guide. This is the first one. This is the first one, right here. One. I should get them. Ooh, that's what they should do. They should have a serializing program. People love to get their speakers serialized. That'd be cool. And you kind of have to go through them because everything is matched. It's very difficult to take the, you know, you can download the files, you can buy your own, probably keep these handy. You can buy your own drivers, your own crossover, all the things. And you'll probably end up spending about the same amount, and they won't be tuned correctly for the enclosure. So you kind of have to just get their kit, and I assure you that it will sound pretty good. If not great, exceptional. And if there's any tweaking that you want to do, there's DSP for that. There we go. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. So what I'll do is I'll work on this off stream. Any questions like the tweeter, stuff like that, I will have them answer them for me. It looks pretty straightforward, so I'm not too concerned. And then I'll probably on Tuesday do a quick kind of assembly guide for them. Once I know how to build one, I'll have it ready, and then I'll build the other one on stream, and I'll be able to post that onto YouTube. That'd be cool. So I think that's pretty much about it for tonight. I have my, ooh, those are not turning out well. Okay, I'm gonna cancel that. Lots of not sticking on these right here. That did not turn out good. Womp womp. Some of them looked okay. So this is probably a case of, you know, clean your build plate. Shoot, so I'm getting low on these plates. I have one of them that's, two of them now that have partial things on them. Darn. Of course, it's the end. We'll stick around a few minutes for you. Got any questions? My question is, can I find another build plate that's textured? I thought I had one. Oh, maybe it's on the, this one? Oh, that's a bamboo plate. I took one off. No, that was a special one. Darn. They're around here. Maker chips are hard to print? Oh my god. No kidding, right? No kidding. I'd be almost inclined to try textured. I don't generally like to print. I did my original chips in textured and they came out fine. But now that I know that the smooth works so good, I've been using that. Let me try that. We'll do that for a test of chips. We'll use my hedgehog make sheet from MANISHIMWE Protais, and we'll see how that does. Because I printed off a whole bunch of these things, and they worked out great. So there's no reason for it not to, unless I modified. Oh, wait, did I not? Everything's frozen. Specifically the one as complicated as mine. Yeah, I'm surprised how well mine came out for not really. I just used Kevin's settings and it came out pretty good. What was out of this? Do a giant version. Oh, that's a good point. I do want to do like coaster size maybe? Not maybe giant, but coaster size would be cool. Liz did a couple of those. I just can't find my... Oh, here it is. Find the one window that's open with all the stuff on it. There it is. So let's see. I think this is the correct settings. Yeah, first layer is 200. I don't think I changed anything here. I was messing around with Arachne. Let me turn that back on. I don't know if that was part of the profile. I had some... Oh yeah, I was trying to change things to make the Jano one print better. But that didn't really work out great because it was painted. 30. Yeah, this all looks about right. Let's slice that. Pause having layer shifts at open saw. Oh, it was because EDM machine, the next booth, was it actually? Wow. So when I get my EDM machine, don't print right next to it. Interesting. And they fired up cause of glitch. I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, these are very complex, not complex systems. Wow. All right, that looks fine. That looks pretty good. So let's print that. Yeah, so my coin is actually not that complicated. The most complicated thing to do is this grid right here. Everything else is 2 lines thick, which is, you know, reasonably easy to print on a printer. So yeah, it's not too bad. It has a lot of colors, but overall it's not too bad. So 9.5 hours. B2, B2, 4, C1, C2. Okay. Send it. And I want to make sure that this white is actually PLA. Yes. I have some filaments that look identical in their different colors. Like, you know, am I holding ASA or PLA? Who knows? Will I be at 3D Printopia? I will be sponsoring 3D Printopia. Not printing a cell changer. Yeah, I need to add more tools to this one, but I know that once I start working on that project again, I'm gonna want to get it fully done, and there is still more being developed for that, so I'm kind of on a pause. But I did something. I ordered a Voron 350 2.4 kit. Yeah, another one of these. I'm crazy, right? Not really, because I'm going to build that printer stock, and then once it's all stock, knowing that it's working, etc., I'm gonna make a video starting, you know, episode 0 is, hey, you already have a Voron 2.4 built. These are the steps to convert it. I think you're normal, not crazy. No, it's not a Rev D kit. They're the clearance ones from Matter Hackers. Now that all the old kits are on sale. So look, that's actually perfect. I didn't want the new LDO kit because no one's gonna have the LDO kit. That's not the point, right? I'm not building it from scratch. Versailles King 8-track top hat. I would love to. I would love to. If you can get 6 working well on the top. You notice people printing on the Cell Chain Discord, making 2nd or 3rd printers, but no one can print reliably, or no one posts any prints. So, a couple of kind of issues with the current system. Number one is the software. The main software is based off of the original Tap Changer project, and there's still some stuff like when the tool is grabbed, it comes down right onto the print, and it really needs to like go somewhere and wipe or not go like on top of the print. That's like one of the major issues that I've had with it. On the big one, it's not that bad. Issue number 2 is this. This is called oozing. So if your settings don't cool down your filament enough, it'll ooze a little bit. And these don't currently have the ooze guards, which I could install. I have to make them. It's kind of a pain, but I think I have a couple extras. So yeah, that's because the filament kind of oozes as it sits. Prusa, I don't know what magic they run, but they don't have ooze guards. I mean, it works fine. Kind of weird, huh? What I think I might do is change my profile again for this one to replicate a Prusa XL and see what they do. But then you have, what the Prusa XL does is it cools down the tools like a lot. I don't know if it preheats them though. If it knows, okay, in about 10 seconds, we're gonna grab a tool. So 10 seconds before, start preheating. So by the time it's going to grab the tool, it's already like just preheated, and it grabs it and then does its purge. Or grabs it first and then preheats over the prime tower. Something like that, right? Like there's optimizations in the software that'll cause better reliability for filament control. Print quality wise, it's great. Like it's amazing printer. It works awesome. I've just had trouble loading filament. So this dry box thing I have is mediocre at best. And it takes a long time to load filament. One of the reasons why I don't use it. I can show you one print that I just did on printables. Because I saw this and like there's no way I'm printing this on a Bamboo. I don't have time for it. So instead of taking about 20 hours to print it on a Bamboo, I did... Give me a second. I did this on the Tap Changer. The capacitor koozie. And I think I'm the first one to have a makeup. Yeah, there it is. So I printed this. So this is Polyterra. Keep that in mind. Polyterra does seem to have some more kind of oddities. But overall, pretty good. A couple of little areas where, one of these thousands of little hairs, because I forgot I used the wrong profile, which wasn't cooling off the film that much. Those would get stuck in here, and you rip them off, it kind of leaves a scar. But overall, I mean, yeah, it's like perfect. It's a really good printer. Single color, it's a perfect printer. A multi-color, it's really good. So print quality wise, I love it. It works. But yeah, all the little things, they add up. So I am also building another one before even completing this one because there's another tool backplate coming. I hope so. It was in progress. Instead of having 3 pins, it has 4. It has better alignment and it allows you to assemble it better. So it's like a huge quality of life improvement for the system. I also need to switch out the docks to the new dock styles. It's like all of these things I have to do, right? On top of that, I still got to finish my Micron changer. Version 1.1 just released. I think I had a beta version of that at one point. But yeah, that one was released. The 3 pins are fine, honestly. They work fine. But it's just it's installing the backplate. That's kind of where I was running into issues because I had to use the adapter plate that pushes the whole thing forward. Just not ideal. It's reasonably solid though. I mean, it's about as, you can't see this, but it's about as solid as it's more solid than like a self burner. So even I can take this out, but it's more solid than a stock boron. Crazy. It's kind of crazy. It does also help that I'm using an LDO kit for this thing. I know some people that are kind of self-sourcing it, using some interesting components. So if you base it off of a LDO kit, that's gonna be optimal. Mine's just so smooth. Like moving everything around is, it's perfect. It's really good. So long story short, yeah, it's a fun project and people want to build a lot of them because it's so much fun. It really is. And calibration's another thing. There's no super good workflow for calibration. Another LDO kit with those prices. Yeah, West 3D has them too. I think if you haven't used my promo code yet, or Liz's, you can get a discount on top of the discount, I think. Don't quote me on it. But 5% is 5%. Bang West 3D in chat. And the same thing for like the door on Velta. It actually prints pretty good, but you're not going to see me using it a lot because it's a pain to load filament. Once the direct drive version comes and, you know, maybe some mods, it'll be easier, but then I'll be on to another project. It's like, at this point, I have so many projects going on that I kind of have to pick what's popular at the time, if that makes any sense, or what's urgent. Like even the SVO6 Plus, or the SVO8, I'm still working on that, and it's kind of a pain. Like the printer works really well, but the config is kind of jank, and I'm still messing with it. But that's pretty much it for tonight. We have a couple more streams before Murph. So we got Monday, Z and Z show. Tuesday will be my stream. I believe Liz will be doing a stream on Wednesday. And Thursday is no stream for me because I'll be traveling. I'm gonna get to Murph on Friday. So one more main stream. I will hopefully have the Rook mostly done by then. And then that's where we're gonna record the assembly video for the FDMs, FDM4s, and then just get ready. So if you're waiting on me for anything, please let me know. If it's filament, I'll be processing those on Wednesday, just doing them all the last ones, get them out of the way. So if you're waiting on something other than filament, please let me know. Or if you're waiting for more than 2 weeks on filament for whatever reason, let me know. I should be caught up to like at least a week ago. Let's see. All right. Sure. Ash, who is just in here, has just gone live, so we'll go give him a visit. I cannot raid. Ash, I can't raid you. I can't raid you, so I'll give him a shout out Yeah, why can't I raid? Yeah. Don't allow you to raid at this time. Weird. No. Come on, let me raid you. I want to raid you. Hi. We'll pause for a second. I see him getting up. Oh man. So this thing will be done at 4:30 a.m. Oh, I like that. That's cool. So the Prusa tells you when your print's going to complete. Not how many hours are left, but at what time it's going to complete. That's pretty cool. Ooh. Oh, okay. I thought I had a layer shift, but that's because I have a... Oh, I put that on the wrong side. Oops. We're going to have some raised hedgehog texts. Oops. Oops. So can I not raid? Can I not raid you? Is that gonna... No? Okay. Alright, we'll raid somewhere else. So go check out Ash Prince. He's doing some fusion tips. Otherwise than that, let's just raid into Maker Deck. And I'll go hang out on Ash's channel. We'll raid him, damn it. We'll find a way. Find a way. And yes, happy Father's Day for those who are celebrating. I will be... My wife has made lots of baked goods. I think we're going... I don't know, we'll do something. We'll do something. I have a lot of cleaning to do. And I gotta build a printer. That's my Father's Day doing, building a printer. So, thank you everyone for tuning in. We have still a lot of stuff to do and not much time per every single rep wrap tradition. Thank you to Plotmaker for the filament giveaway and for supporting the channel. You know, you can print cool things like speakers with Plotmaker filament. It's kind of cool. Yeah, tune in on Monday for the Z and Z show, and then Tuesday for a wrap up right before last minutes. Otherwise than that, have a good night, good morning, good evening, and goodbye. Thank you.